Everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It leads to second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just keeps slinging it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
On the screen. It's now third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down, what are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown, they're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Here comes the Michigan offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Webb. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Floats it out in space. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Duff. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 24 with the catch and score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
That makes the score Michigan 21, Ohio State 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. Hard running there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Flips it out to the back. There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Michigan! He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Porter. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels doesn't.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. Bounced off his feet.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Now they'll run the draw.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I don't know as a defense on third down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, give on the inside. At the 45 on its way. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Turning on the Jets. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's caught. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Puts it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try it over the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Makes the catch. It's Duff. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9.
That's reeled in. It's Duff. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
By the receiver.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
21-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
At the 12-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And now
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again? Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Trying to barrel in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 25.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 18 to Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Roberts. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Michigan.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of those.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year.